Christine, in recent weeks here at Children's Hospital, they've had a teenager in the ICU, even a baby who needed oxygen. And a doctor says more often than not, the children they see here come from families who have opted not to get vaccinated.
Over the last couple of weeks, our caseload has doubled.
Dr. Michael Neely is the head of infectious diseases at Children's Hospital LA and is troubled by the rise in pediatric COVID cases. That's why, as a father, he got his son vaccinated as soon as he could.
Within 2 hours of being authorized for the 12 to 15-year-olds, I had my 15-year-old an appointment, and 1 hour later, that needle was in his arm.
Across the country, children who are too young or were not vaccinated are winding up in hospitals like his. The American Pediatric Association estimates there were 94,000 new child COVID cases last week, just as kids are heading back to school. States like Florida and Louisiana are the hardest hit. But here in LA, Neely is also worried about the increase.
Earlier in the pandemic, we saw patients, typically children who were hospitalized, who had something else going on that was affecting their health. But now we're seeing healthy kids. I think last week I even saw a 2-week-old infant who was infected and needing oxygen.
He believes the relaxing of mask mandates over the summer means kids are more exposed, and the highly infectious nature of the Delta variant means it's easier for them to catch.
We don't have firm evidence yet that Delta is necessarily more severe, certainly in children. It's really, unfortunately, it comes down to just numbers. The virus is trying to sort of pick off anyone that's left that it can infect.
That's why he says the best way to protect your child is masks on faces and shots in arms. Now, Dr. Neely says in general, children are still a lot less likely to wind up in the hospital than adults. And he says most kids who get COVID will be just fine. But he says it's still a good idea to take precautions. He says if you have young children, only visit with people who are vaccinated, wear masks, and keep play dates outdoors. Live outside Children's Hospital, Christy Fajardo, Fox 11 News.